Ladies and gentlemen, the next... Can we? Ladies and gentlemen, let's now start our signature session, Introduction to Teaching English, which is going to be live streamed, not live streamed, but you're going to watch a video recording. It's live streamed, okay. Live streamed by Tatjana Slijepcevic, while the Europe English Connects lead. Tatjana Slijepcevic is English Connect lead for wider Europe region at the British Council. The program is implemented globally, focusing on teacher continuous professional development within online learning environment. She cooperates with relevant educational institutions and advocates for change and systematic solutions in the existing CPD frameworks for English language teaching and learning. Tatjana has 25 years of experience of managing international projects, primarily in education, entrepreneurship, social inclusion, post-war reconstruction, and English language. Tatjana will introduce the Teaching English program by the British Council, a global digital platform for English teachers and educators. With over 7 million users from over 200 countries, it offers free resources, courses, webinars, podcasts, and networking opportunities to support professional development and effective teaching practices worldwide. Please welcome Tatjana.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you are doing fine, and I can see that the conference is already a huge success. I have been following your social media from the very morning. It's absolutely bursting with energy, enthusiasm, fun, commitment. It's so great to see some familiar faces. I know that Karina is there, that Tigran is there, Sonia, Marine, and I do hope that you were enjoying Chris's session. I was lucky to share certain virtual spaces with Chris, and we were discussing the very same topic. So I'm pretty sure that it was a treat for you. I wish I was there with you in person to feel that amazing energy, and also because last year I fell in love when I was in Armenia, and I fell in love with Gata. So yeah, I can still feel the taste. So last year when I met a number of you, we were talking about the next plans, and we were talking about our amazing OTC community, but you also wanted to know what's next. Is there anything else? And I think that you will remember that back then we were talking about another platform that the British Council has, and this is Teaching English. I also know that your great hosts, Ade and Miriam, my dear colleagues, and one of the highest performers I've ever met, share these flyers with you. So you already can help yourselves out with flyers when it comes to teaching English, and there are two kinds. One of them are for teachers, and one of them are for educators. And since I was privileged to meet so many of you in person, I know that you have amazing capabilities and potentials to be teacher educators. So I would really, really like to invite you to scan the QR code at the page. I hope that you are looking for it at the moment, to scan it and to sign up for the newsletter when it comes to teaching English. I know that you loved OTC, and I love that platform. It is such an amazing program, but trust me, this one is even better. It's bigger, it's global. Our amazing facilitator already shared the information that it gathers 7 million people, teachers around the globe. And this is the same information our global director for English programs, Michael Connolly, shared with you last year. So this community is growing, and we keep adding new content every single day. Last year, we had one and only extraordinary Nick Peachy, who taught us about AI, and back then to me it was so new and I was very impressed. But since then, Nick did more when it comes to AI, and he put together this amazing guide for AI activities and resources for English language teachers. You can find it on Teaching English. I can share the link later with Ade, but please do some research because I guarantee you this guide will save so much of your time and allow you to have more energy and real commitment and human interactions with your students. And it is going to demystify all the things that we are hearing nowadays about AI. Is it going to affect our creativity? Is it going to lead us to be, so to say, lazy or over rely on AI? So this one is really going to provide you with very practical advice and resources and exercises. How can you translate and integrate AI in your classroom environment in an ethical and practical and beneficial way? So I could talk for days about all the resources that we have on Teaching English, but I will stop here with this one because I want to guide you through the platform because there's a lot. To me, it's like a candy shop. And whenever I log in, I'm completely lost and I get completely carried away because it keeps growing and the platform is just leading me to different links. So it can be overwhelming. And to me, it usually produces FOMO, fear of missing out, because there is so much to learn. There is so much to benefit from, but you will be able to find your favorite thing. So let's see what is in there. And I do hope that you are already signing up for the newsletter because, as I said, it's a true treasury of knowledge, of resources, of networking opportunities, of scholarships, of speaking opportunities. So please do sign up for it. So let me crack on with the presentation. So once again, this is probably the biggest global platform when it comes to teaching English, to teaching and learning. We imagined this platform as one unique place where teachers from across the globe will be able to gather, to learn, to share their experiences. You will remember that OTC was a bit of an exclusive club, that you were there with your peers from the country, and then in SIGs you were able to interact with teachers globally. But this place is truly a global one. At this platform, you will be able to meet some of your moderators that you met at the OTC platform, like Christiana and Shireen and Natalia. So you will see some familiar faces. And I know that Chris is doing quite a lot for teaching English. So what are you going to find there? Everything. So my favorite, probably webinars. You will have a lot of MOOCs. They are absolutely amazing. And the other day I had a call with our colleague from China. So you will presume that in China, MOOCs are very, very popular and there is massive attendance. Any kind of resources that you can think of, you will find there. And once again, it will really enable you to deliver stellar presentations, stellar classes, and to engage your students more and more. You'll presume, and it is not going to be a big surprise for you to learn that the most downloadable resource from the website is or are lesson plans. And this is across the globe. And yesterday here in Sarajevo, we had a teachers forum, and I spoke to many of teachers, and I know that sometimes teachers are really running out of energy and inspiration to put together a good, engaging, interesting, time-relevant lesson plan. Don't worry about it any longer. You have hundreds and hundreds of ready-made lesson plans on this very platform. If you are not a fan of websites and big flat platforms, and if you commute on a daily basis for some a substantial time, I don't commute, but I know for some teachers they have to commute for like 2 hours, especially if they are working in several schools. This is such a great time not to scroll Instagram or Facebook without any thinking, just to pass your time. Probably this is a perfect moment to get educated in a light way, so to say. So please do explore our Facebook community. I'm personally using our Facebook Teaching English webpage, and over there you will again find everything, but probably in a form that is more appealing to us nowadays, from lives, from streamed webinars, from tests, everything. So even 5 minutes a day on this Facebook page, on Telegram, it will really help you out to make your classes even better. And about a month ago, I had a live on sustainability and climate action in ELT conferences with Chris and another colleague from Cyprus, Maria. So it was a very engaging, very interactive, very interesting event, and we had about 150 teachers. I remember some of them joined from Armenia. So once again, I personally like to listen to some of these events when I'm doing some housework, which is far from being interesting, but it is a good moment to get yourself educated. If you want to avoid following all these platforms, then your option would be to sign up for newsletters. I'm promising to you they are not boring. We will not be sending things every single day. They are bi-monthly. So bi-monthly you will get a nice email with all the things that are currently happening. So you will not miss out anything unless you're a big FOMO person like myself. I'm just checking the time. The time flies when you have fun. Okay, this is the landing page. So you can see the sections. So when you open the professional development, once again, you will find different fields, different topics, and so on. Publications, if you are completing any of your studies, any of your PhD studies, master degrees, if you're writing an article, this is going to help you enormously. Teaching resources, again, I said the most favorite one, lesson plans, but much more to that. News and events, training, so whatever you can think of and whatever you need when it comes to ELT, you will find it here. At the moment, probably another popular course is a course on climate action, and I think that enrollment is ending on March 15th. I know that Chris knows the dates by heart, so either ask him or check out the platform. And when it comes to teacher educators, at the moment we are opening a fantastic course on supporting teacher educators or future teacher educators. I shared that the other day with Ade and Miriam. Maybe they had already shared that with you. I would wholeheartedly recommend that one with you. You know, if we are working with the British Council, we always like to know that you completed some of our courses. So I believe that would add even more to your professional development and your chances to be present at certain conferences, to deliver trainings, to speak globally. So it would be great if you explore this one at least. Okay, so we are trying not to overburden you. So it is like 2 to 3 global webinars a month. When it comes to our region, wider Europe, that I'm responsible for, we already scheduled a webinar and a panel discussion on June 13th and another webinar on December 5th. We will be talking about motivation in June, and for December topic, we are still deciding on what is that one going to be. So we will let you know on time so you can join. And I'm positive that Ade will be able to recommend me some of ELT stars from Armenia to join our webinar in December. The one in June is already booked and we already have speakers, but it would be great if you can join and just get more engaged with other colleagues. Yeah, once again, MOOCs, they are there all the time. You can come in, come out. I would say that for this platform, for Teaching English, the advantage is that it can be pretty much self-paced. So it is not that structured like OTC. So it will give you more flexibility and you will be able to manage your time better. So there are a number of international events and festivals that we are hosting. You can see International Women's Day, which is coming soon, and International Mother Day and English Language Day. And last year we had Smashing World Teachers Conference. A number of teachers from across the globe from our programs joined. They had stellar performances. So please do explore the platform, get yourself visible, because I know that you have so much to share. And I have to say that one of the greatest takeaways from the last year conference were teachers' sessions. And I vividly remember all these quizzes that we were doing together with Ohana in the same hall that you are sitting right now. Yeah, Facebook Live events, they are there all the time with different moderators. As I said, some of them are familiar to you, some of them might be new faces for you. And this is a very handy and very easy way for you to get educated, to get informed, to follow the latest developments. And they are happening at such a rapid pace. Sometimes it's hard to follow up and to catch up with everything that is happening. But this at least will keep you informed, and then when you have more time at your hand, you will be able to explore it in more detail. I know that you love communities of practice. I remember that you had these learning hubs. I hope that I remember the name correctly. And after that, they were transformed or they grew into OTC. So yeah, we also love communities. Just this community is pretty big, as you can tell. So with 10,000 active members each day, that is quite a lot of people interacting. And what I always say, this is a perfect way for you to understand that maybe your colleagues from Mexico are dealing with the same challenges on a daily basis. But on the other hand, and more importantly, there are some ready-made solutions. So please do get online and do connect with your colleagues. And I know for a couple of people who were invited by their peers in other conferences, either online or face-to-face. So it is also an opportunity to experience some other educational contexts and some countries and some cultures and my favorite cuisines, definitely. Okay. Once again, publications, case studies, research awards, master's dissertation. So this is really if you have this writer's block when you're writing your master's dissertation, you can research a bit, you can find some resources, and also we are doing a lot of awards. So please do explore everything that it is out there and put a little bit of effort. And I'm pretty sure that we will see some of your names and faces at some award ceremonies, or maybe some of your resources will be published. Do share because I know that your practice is really bountiful, so you will have a lot to add to this community. And we are really trying to get inputs from the teachers, from the practice, from your everyday work. So we provide other teachers with what is working out in the classroom. And I know that you are doing quite a lot. So your contributions are more than welcome. Okay. So you see how many lesson plans are we having, and they are really providing you with a spectrum of topics and ideas. And I know that sometimes it can be repetitive and a bit boring when you have to prepare from the class. So this is going to be, I believe, very handful for you. Okay. Another favorite for myself are our podcasts. I'm a huge podcast fan. My colleagues and my friends, they are teasing me all the time. Oh, you're watching a podcast again. So I was very happy when we added podcast series for teachers. So you can see the topics, and once again, if you're commuting, if you are running, if you are cooking, cleaning, you can always have your headphones on and listen to some great and inspiring topics and content. Okay, yeah, once again, teacher's newsletter. It will save your time and energy and thinking to go online every single day. So you can follow us here. And once again, please do sign up. This is a very, I would say, hot topic: climate action, AI, and the good part of this platform that there is like a clear division when it comes to teachers and teacher educators. So you can nicely select what do you want to explore. Although I'm absolutely aware that for many of you, these are two overlapping fields, that you are teacher and teacher educators. But for those of you who are not that experienced as teacher educators, please do explore teacher educator sections. You will see that becoming a teacher educator, it can be challenging, but at the same time, this can be the stepping stone for you. And once again, the courses are quite long, so you will not be that time pressured, and you will be able to make it self-paced. Okay, this is the end of my presentation. I think that I am on time. I have 3 minutes left. I'm not sure if I will be able to get any questions, but if there is anything, and if the studio can share questions with me. Maybe our brilliant facilitator can share some questions if there are.
If you have any questions, please.
If there are any questions for me. Okay. First time, second time, third time, nothing. Okay, I think that I have 2 minutes left, so I will give you back these 2 minutes. Thank you so much for coming to the conference. It is so impressive and so inspiring to see the packed conference hall again. And I also understand that some of you have been at this conference for a decade now. So there are some pioneers. So this is so very inspirational and encouraging for us. And it is always great to see such commitment and enthusiasm. And this is the feedback that speaks volumes to us, and it really keeps us going and keeps us adding more and more content. I wish you a good afternoon. I wish you a great and productive day tomorrow. I hope that it is not minus 20 still, that you are not freezing. So yeah, for any questions, let us know. And yeah, we are waiting. I am waiting for you at Teaching English. So
Fantastic.
I will say goodbye now, if that is okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tatjana. Great session. Thank you.
Bye, colleagues. Bye, colleagues. I hope to see you soon.